Hi, I'm Lisi Gopin, and I'm going to show you how to get started with Google+. I'm sure by now you've heard of Google+, Google's entry into the social media world, but if you haven't used it yet, this video will help get you up to speed. Many of the features in Google+ are similar to features found elsewhere, but Google+ combines them in unique ways, so even if you're already using other social media services, I think you'll still find Google+ very useful. When you log into Google+, you'll see your stream in the middle here. This is a collection of posts and activity from people in your circles. I'll come back to this in a minute. Circles is one of the main features of Google+, and I'll go into more detail about it soon. Up here at the top right of the screen, you'll see your notifications. Right now it says 0, but you can click on it at any time to see what's there. Even the previous stuff. Similar to Facebook, this alerts you to things like being added to new circles or comments that people have made about you specifically. Down here on the left, you can start a chat with any of your contacts. It'll pop up over here on the bottom right. This shows everyone in your Gmail contacts as well as your G+ circles. So you've got that integration there with other Google products, which is one of the things that makes this such a useful platform. You can use the navigation buttons at the top to change what you're looking at. In addition to your home stream, you can see various photos, and they've got filters here. Photos from your posts, photos from your phone. There's a mobile app that you can install, albums if you've created any, and all that's right here, and you can change it just by clicking. You can view your profile. Make sure when you first create a Google+ account that you set up your profile with a photo and a brief description. And that's the About tab right here, so that people know who you are. People often have similar names, and a photo and a brief description can make it easier for relevant people to find you. If you're looking at somebody's posts, or even in your home stream, under every post, there's a button for a +1. And when you're looking in a person's profile, for instance, over here you've got a +1 tab, which lists all the things that you've +1'd. I guess maybe it doesn't show your own posts, or maybe it takes time to show up, but you should have a list here of things that you've +1'd on Google+ and around the web, which means that it also functions like social bookmarking to collect and recommend resources to other people. Since many websites and blogs have +1 links, this tab isn't just Google+ posts that you like, but also resources from around the web. Now let's take a closer look at Circles. There's a tab up here for it. Circles helps Google+ act as a cross between Facebook and Twitter. If you go back to your home stream, you have the option of either viewing your full stream or filtering it by a specific circle. Friends, acquaintances, people you're following, or you can even have a separate one for family, for business acquaintances, and you can create your own names for circles, so you can really set this up as however it makes sense to you. When you create a new post, you have the option of adding specific circles that you want to be able to see, so you can just share it with your family, or you can add more people and it'll give you your full list of circles. And this gives you much better privacy control than Facebook does. Your public posts, though, are still visible to everyone who adds you to their circles, even if you don't add them back. Facebook is mutual, so you've got to friend somebody before they can see any of your stuff. In Google+, your stuff by default is public, but they make it very easy to limit your posts to private circles and not necessarily let everybody see it. Facebook does have the ability to add who to allow to see a certain post, but it's much harder to use, and Facebook is constantly changing their privacy policies and the interface, so even things that you thought were private originally may become public, or at least more public and easier for people to find when they make a change. Google+, at least for now, seems to have more of a focus on giving you control over your content. This is why it might be a better choice for teachers to be using with students and with parents perhaps than Facebook is. You can create circles with whatever name you want. When you create a circle, you can call it anything, even, for instance, people to ignore, and then you can never read that stream. Nobody's ever going to see the name of the circle that they've been added to, just that they've been added to one of your circles. Again, just keep in mind that somebody can add you to their circles, and then they can view your posts. This is one of the Twitter-like aspects of it. Without you, even if you don't add them back, they can still see what you post, but only your public posts. It's very easy to limit your posts privately to one of your circles of people that you've chosen to share with. When you click on the circles button on top, it displays people in your Gmail contacts and also people who've added you to their circles. So you can just drag and drop a name into a circle if they're not already there. It's very simple. It comes with default circles. You can create your own and call it, again, whatever you want. You can drop people here to create a circle, click create, give it a name, and you can call it whatever you want. What's nice is that you can filter up here by either people who are in your circles already or people who've added you but are not yet, you've not added them to your circle. So this is a good way to find people who perhaps you would like to add but haven't yet. Now, another really great feature of Google+, possibly the most useful, is the ability to start a Hangout with almost anyone. This makes group video chats much easier to use than any other video chat service. There are other free video chat options in existence right now, but most are limited in the number of participants to either 3 or 5 or maybe even up to 10, but they're not unlimited like Google Hangouts seem to be right now. Even with some of the paid platforms, like for instance Adobe Connect, participants can often have trouble joining in or keeping the connection without dropping out of the chat. And video chats often take much longer than they should just to get everyone on the same page and connected and listening and being able to contribute. Google+ Hangouts are a much more intuitive and fluid way to video chat with multiple participants. Click Start a Hangout, and it'll open this window, and you can invite whoever you want. You can invite people from your circles. You can type in specific names of people and then go ahead and hang out. If you want to hang out with one specific person, you can simply click on their name and then click Hangout, and that'll invite them to a Hangout. And if they're logged into Gmail or to Google+, they'll get an IM pop-up over here in a little chat box with a link taking them straight to be able to join the Hangout. It's very, very easy to do, very quick to get a whole group video chat started. Once you start the Hangout, you'll see a small box with small video of each person who's attending the Hangout, and then a large box in the middle of the person currently speaking. And what's really cool is that as people start talking, the video in the middle changes. It switches automatically to show the person who's talking. It's all automatic. No one has to do anything, and it's really a very cool way to focus on who happens to be talking at the moment. So the bottom line is that although there are other social networks, I see Google+ as a useful addition. Twitter is a great way to expand your PLN and to connect with educators around the world. But when you want to have more in-depth conversations and get to know people better, Facebook can be too personal of an option because it has limited control over privacy and sharing. And LinkedIn doesn't really encourage the same kind of interaction that Facebook does, although it's another great place to meet people. Google+ is more social than Twitter and LinkedIn, and it's more professional than Facebook. Plus, you've got the integration of all the other Google tools, so it's a great platform for group interactions. Definitely play around with it if you haven't already, and you'll find all kinds of great uses for it. Thanks for watching.